Hello everybody out there tonight. I want to talk about trying not to be poor anymore. Okay? Now this ain't like I want to try to be getting like filthy rich or something like that, but it's more of steps to take to try to at least better your life financially in some way. And I feel that I've started to take those right steps, but there's still a lot I need to learn, a lot I need to go through. And I'm going to start trying to do some videos on this and try to show you the steps that I've made trying to better my life and get things better. One of the first things that I noticed that was wrong was my credit was messed up, and I had to fix it. And I owed like, I don't even know what it was now, $7,000 or something like that. That I paid some of it off in the past a little bit. And then when I really got serious about it, I went ahead and paid it all off. And it took months. It took payments and time and effort and patience and all those things. But to accomplish something like that, your mind has to be right, just like anything else that you would do. Dieting, weightlifting, whatever. You have to picture the end goal of where you actually want to be. If you're financially messed up and you notice that you're living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, then you need to stop and try to figure out what the changes are you need to make to stop that from happening. Is it that you have a bad car that keeps breaking down and all your money's going into trying to fix that car? You know, maybe you need to replace your car, because if you keep on putting money in it, then you have a lemon. You know, you got to take care of that so you're not keeping on throwing money in a car. You know, maybe your insurance is too high. You know, maybe you gotta get all your bills down and figure out which one is hurting you. Why am I spending every paycheck to paycheck to paycheck? Now I know that we're in the middle of an epidemic right now, and things are not normal in any way, shape, or form. But what this video is covering is whenever we have a normal life, not when we're going through something like this. Everybody's having hard times right now. I mean, it's just, there ain't nothing we can do about it. Just try to keep your heads up and survive. But in a normal scenario is basically what I'm talking about. So, figure out, you know, what's hurting you, like I said, and just focus on trying to fix that problem. You know, what is hurting me? That's what you need to find out. Is it something that you're spending too much money on? Is it maybe your internet's too high? Maybe you need to go ahead and get a lower plan. You know, whatever it is, you got to figure out what it is. Once you get that under control, then we need to start working on like getting a bank account. If you don't have one, get a bank account. Try to put a certain amount in it each month. Don't touch it. Act like you spent it on a bill. Act like the money's gone. Start building that bank account. You know, take care of that. And if you have bills and stuff like that that's built up through the years in your credit, then start making payments on that. You know, if you have to. First thing I would suggest is dispute everything. Dispute it all, because if they don't have electronic signature, they cannot hold you accountable for the debt. Some of them might, some of them might not. Some of the debts might not even be yours. You know, you got to make those phone calls. You got to send them letters. You got to do whatever you got to do to take care of that credit, because credit is the main thing that'll hold a person back that's not considered rich. You gotta have good credit, or you can't do anything. I mean, it would take you a lifetime to pay off a house. You can go to the bank and borrow the money, buy the house, take out a mortgage, and you're probably got $100,000 in the bank just by doing that right there. And then just try to make sure that money makes you money, and you can pay that debt back, and then you have that money. I mean, I don't know your financial situation. I don't know your education on as far as what to do with money or whatever, but I mean, you got to figure something out. Maybe if you're in a dead-end job and you're doing it and you're just in a rut, Start looking for another job. Start putting in applications for something that would pay you more than you're making. You know, do whatever you gotta do. This is a free country so far, most of it. You gotta just keep applying and keep going for that better job, that higher pay, and don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying. You go for what you want to do, and when you do, you're gonna see yourself come out of this hole you're in. You know, it's just part of our problem in life. Our worstest enemy is us. You know, because a lot of your life you get told, no, you can't do it. No, you ain't good enough. No, you can't accomplish that. Never, ever listen to the naysayers. You see something you want, you go for it. You give it everything you got. And you want to know something? 9 times out of 10, you'll make it. Well, I remember back when I was going for my black belt. I had people telling me I couldn't do it. Oh, Bruce, you don't have the patience. Oh, Bruce, you just don't have what it takes. And, you know, you're just wasting your time down there. You know that stuff don't really work in a real fight. How many times have I heard that baloney? I mean, it's just, okay, you know, I was a pretty good fighter to start with. So when I took martial arts, all that did is enhance that, plus gave me more tools. You know, so by doing it, it's going to better what you already know just physically. Just physically getting in better shape will make you a better, you know, fighter, be able to defend yourself and your family, or fight in the ring for money, or whatever. You know, I didn't listen to nobody, and I kept going until I got that black belt. I actually went on to get 2nd degree. So I don't listen to naysayers. Matter of fact, if somebody tells me that kind of stuff right there too much, they're not even my friend anymore. I won't even hang out with them no more, because I don't want to be around negativity. Your friends and the people you know can drag you down harder than anything else. That's right. You want to surround yourself with positive, influential, good people. If you're around people that's telling you can't, guess what? You're probably not going to do it. Now, I was around people like that, and I broke free of that. I try to hang around positivity now. You know? That's what you got to do, man. This listening to the naysayers, man, you got to cut that off. If that's what's holding you back, cut them off. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that poison. You know? So, you do what you gotta do. If the right hand offends you, cut it off. That goes for anything. If it offends you, it's hurting you, cut it off. Get rid of it. And if it's your mate, they should be supporting you instead of downing you. You need to find out why they're not supporting you. There has to be a reason. Why do they doubt you? Try to find out. Try to work through that. But anyway, it's just my thoughts on trying to just basically better your life, you know. If you don't keep such a good clean house, then start keeping a good clean house. You'd be surprised that after your house is clean, how good you feel. Just cleaning your house. You sit down, you look around, everything looks so nice and neat, you just feel like doing something else. Next thing you know, you're washing your car. Next thing you know, you got all your chores done around the house, and you go get dressed up real nice, and you feel good about that. You need to self-motivate. Self-motivate. Get everything clean. Clean up your life really good. If you're on drugs, do what you got to do to get off of them. You know, that's another thing that'll take you down real quick is drugs. You sit around, you smoke grass, or you do crank, or you do whatever, and you get all amped up, and you feel so good about yourself, you don't fix nothing around you. You just leave it be. You're just satisfied. That's what drugs do to you. I'm satisfied. Everything's good and happy when everything ain't good and happy. Everything's crap. You got to make sure that you don't let yourself pull yourself into that. And if you just can't leave the drug alone, and you just can't do it, then do a little bit of it, or you can still have your life situated good. Myself personally, I say get off of it. If it's hurting you, get off of it. Especially if you got a family, man. You gotta take care of your family. Your family comes first. Your kids come first. You're over smoking on that joint or whatever. You're not gonna think about your kid, or they'll come after the drug does. It's no way to live. Not if you want to better yourself. Not only will you better yourself, you'll better your kid too. There's so many things that you can do to live a better life. You get your financial bills worked out and everything, and you want to go buy yourself some new clothes so you feel good. You can go get them new clothes and dress up and just feel great. It feels so good to feel good. You know? You feel good, everything just gets positive around you. If a problem happens, you hit it head on. You got the strength then to knock that problem out instead of going, oh no, not again. You get so depressed, and what's the first thing you reach for? More drugs. If you have a problem with that, you don't deal with the problem, you substitute it for something else to make yourself feel better instead of dealing with what you need to deal with. You know, that's what you got to think about when you're in a situation like that right there. Can't let them run your life. Next thing you know, you won't have a life. You'll sell everything you got and lose everything you got, and there you are. Nobody wants that. Your family won't want nothing to do with you because, you know, you can't go to their house because they know you're on drugs and they don't want that around them. Because they've probably fixed their life already, or they're trying to. They don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. They've probably already tried to help you, couldn't help you. You know, because only you can help you get off drugs. You can get all the help you want until you're ready to get off of them, and then you got all your family support and friends, and that's when they can make an influence and help you. You got to be ready to accept it if that is your problem holding you back in life. So you look your little kid in the eyes and you pick them up, you say I love you, and you feel that love and that warmth. That should matter first, and especially the child not feeling so desolated and isolated because you're not there. That's a terrible thing to do to a child. It tears their heart out. So you got to make sure you don't do that, because they'll end up having abandonment issues when they're older. And messes up their whole life. Just one little thing like that right there can mess a person's life up. Parents that just walk away from their kids and just say, I can't do it. They have no idea the devastation they're doing to that child. Now, if it's temporary because you're so bad off that you have to go in a facility or you have to go somewhere to fix yourself, okay, that's a whole nother story, but make sure you tell them. No matter how young they are, it doesn't matter. They understand more than you think they do. You tell them, I gotta go for a while because I got to get help, I gotta fix myself so I can be a better parent for you. You see, to better your life and financially and whatever, these are the first steps you need to make if this is your problem, okay? Your problem could be gambling. Your problem could be cheating. Your problem could be whatever. Whatever is necessary to fix you, you need to do it, no matter what it is. Because if you're all messed up, you ain't good for nobody. You can't help or do anything. Matter of fact, you'll probably make things worse. So these are just things that, you know, I want to throw out here, and I'm not lecturing, I'm not judging anyone, I'm just trying to suggest maybe options that you can do and maybe motivate you to do the right thing. I don't like to see anybody suffering. You know, when my friend comes to my house or something, they say, man, look at my new car. I'm excited for them. I'll jump up and go out there and look at it with them and say, yeah, man. I'm not going to sit there jealous because I don't have it. Why should I do that? Whenever if I wanted it, I'd get off my room and do something about it. You know? Be happy for your friends. Be happy for your family when they accomplish something good and do something right. Especially if it's your kids and stuff. You know, you don't want to sit back and be jealous of it and just act like, you know, they can sense it. If you just act like you're happy for them, people can feel it. Be happy for them. Man, throw your arms around them. Man, you did good. You know, give them a compliment. I've seen a lot of people not do that. I just stand back and go, man, that ain't right. They should be happy. You always should be happy for your friends and family that do stuff good, because that motivates them to keep doing stuff good. And it might even influence you maybe to get up and do something good for yourself. Go over to their house and show them your new car and let you guys jump around in a circle together holding each other and smiling and laughing and having a good time. You know what I mean? Anyway, just a little bit of a motivation video, maybe an eye-opener, you know. I hope that you get something out of it if you are having some of these problems. I care about y'all. I want y'all to have a good night.